everybody. If you don't know me already, my name is Kaylee. I'm a gut health nutrition coach and I help people to overcome their chronic gut and digestive issues using the principles of ancestral nutrition as well as some other holistic health principles. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to heal gut inflammation. So if you have food sensitivities, if you feel like you have joint pain, autoimmune issues, gut pain, you feel that gut inflammation, and you want to figure out how to get rid of that, how to decrease that inflammation and get your gut happy again, then this video is for you. I'm going to be covering what it is that inflames your gut, what foods are pro and anti-inflammatory, and then how to reverse gut inflammation. So yeah, stick around if you want to hear more about that. And I do want to let you guys know, I do have some spots open in my program, Ancestral Gut Healing, right now. So if you're looking for help on your gut healing journey and you want some guidance and to be shown, what the root causes of your gut issues are, what's happening in your body, how you can reverse it, similar to what I'm going to be talking about in this video. But if you want more personalized help and you want it to cover a broader spectrum and also be personalized for you, then stick around till the end and I'll talk more about what I offer in my program. Okay, so let's start with signs of inflammation in the gut. So I already kind of mentioned them mostly. So if you have a lot of food sensitivities, that is a very clear sign of inflammation. Autoimmune diseases are a very clear sign of inflammation as well. So is joint pain. And yeah, like those are the main ones. Kind of pain in your abdomen can be another one, but those are the main symptoms of inflammation. And you probably just have that gut feeling that you have inflammation. So let's see, what is it that actually inflames your gut? So it's going to be caused primarily by leaky gut. So I've talked about this before, but basically your intestinal lining is made up of these cells and it's only one cell layer thick. And there are a few things that can cause it to become leaky. So basically this means that little gaps form between these cells, are usually tight, and little gaps form. And when little gaps form, things can get through and squiggle between your gut and your bloodstream. And we do not want this. So basically things can come in like food that just hasn't been broken down quite as small as it needs to be to get through the little channels that are actually built into those cells. And instead it's a larger hunk and it just squeezes right between the two little cells. So that can happen. Toxins can get in, things that we ingested. It could just be toxins in the air, it could be something on your food. Parasites can get in your body easier this way as well. But pretty much unwanted things are going to be coming from your gut into your bloodstream. And when this happens, your body sees it as a foreign object that has entered that it does not want, and it mounts an immune response. And immune responses are inflammatory by nature. So you're going to have this thing come in, your body mounts an immune response, you get inflammation. Now you can imagine if your gut is very leaky and this is happening all the time, then you're going to get a lot of inflammation over and over again. And typically, in acute inflammation could be something like you get a scratch and it's a little bit more red and, maybe it puffs up a little bit, and that inflammation is increasing blood flow to the area so your body can heal that scratch, and then it will decrease on its own and stop because it doesn't need it anymore. So that's acute inflammation, which is good because it helps your body. But chronic inflammation is like what we see with leaky gut, where this thing is happening over and over and over again, and your immune system is on this high alert and you're constantly getting inflamed, and that is not good. So that is going to be the main cause of inflammation in your gut. I did another video that talked about how this leads to autoimmune diseases and how leaky gut is really the cause of autoimmune diseases. So if you want to hear what happens after that causes autoimmune diseases, I'll link that video above. Yeah, so that's going to be a main reason. And then another thing is your diet. So pro-inflammatory foods like seed oils, which I have a video all about seed oils that I'll link above too, that can really mess up your gut. So let's see. I guess I will just get into how that happens. So pretty much we've got omega-3, we got omega-6. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, omega-6s are pro-inflammatory. Things like seed oils are very high in omega-6, so they're going to be pro-inflammatory in that way. We want to keep a nice ratio of like 1 to 2, I think it is, and most people are like way high on the omega-6s. And they're going to be really high in like nuts, seeds, legumes, grains, things like that. And when you make the oils with them, they're really high in that. So that's one thing, but seed oils takes it a step further, because in the processing, you're taking the oils out of its, whole unit. So instead of sunflower seeds, you have just the sunflower oil that's out of it. So it's not as protected, and it's a polyunsaturated fat. You probably heard this, PUFAs, that is more susceptible to oxidation. I go into this all in the seed oil video, so I'm gonna keep this a little bit quicker here, but it's more prone to oxidation. And basically this makes it more inflammatory. When it's oxidized, it has free radicals, and they cause a lot of chaos in your body, and they cause a lot of inflammation. And if you want to know all about the details there, check out that seed oil video. But pretty much these are going to be very inflammatory to your body. They're going to do a lot of damage. So if you're eating a lot of seed oils, this is absolutely going to inflame your gut. And then, yeah, if you're just eating like tons of grains and seeds and nuts and legumes, like that's going to be a little high on the omega-6s for you, so it's not going to be great. But, if you keep it in moderation, you prepare it properly every once in a while, that's totally fine. And then, junky food, sugar, fast food, has a bunch of seed oils in it. But yeah, if you're eating processed food, crappy food, that's definitely going to be a lot more inflammatory. So those are the main causes. What did I want to say here? So how to reverse it is pretty straightforward. You want to address those two causes. So you want to heal and seal your gut. So basically, okay. So to do this, you're going to want to cut out gluten, because gluten triggers this compound called zonulin to increase the permeability of your gut, so basically make it leaky. So you really need to take a break from gluten just to give your body a chance to seal up your gut without having the zonulin go like, no, open it. So you have to cut out gluten. You really want to limit grains, if not cut them out completely, because they're high in lectins, which do the same thing with zonulin and go like, make it leaky. So you really want to limit those grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. I talk about that a lot. So that's going to be super important. Eating just a really gut-friendly, good diet. So nose to tail, lots of animal foods, some fruits and veggies are fine. Dairy, if you can tolerate it, you might not be able to if you have leaky gut. So when you can introduce that. Seafood, eggs, things like that. So yeah, you just want to eat a really good diet. You want to manage stress. You want to minimize toxins, do all the good things for your health, and that'll help you. You gotta get some collagen in there and really eat a nutrient-dense diet so you have the nutrients you need to repair that gut lining too. So yeah, that's like a very short gist of healing leaky gut. And then you want to avoid those pro-inflammatory foods. You gotta cut out seed oils, at least to the best of your ability. If you eat out once in a blue moon, that's fine. But yeah, you want to cut those seed oils out. You can also add some anti-inflammatory foods. So let's see, you can add collagen, like I just said. So bone broth is great, bone marrow, just collagen-rich foods are going to be awesome. They're very anti-inflammatory, glycine in that, and some of the other amino acids, alanine, hydroxyproline, proline, glutamic acid, all of those are very anti-inflammatory, so that's going to be great. And then, yeah, you want to get a lot of collagen. So about 25 to 35% of our protein is made of collagen. So you want to get about a quarter to half of your protein from collagen-rich sources like bone broth, bone marrow, bone-in, skin-on poultry, oxtail, slow-cooked tough cuts of meats, things like that are going to be really, really important for healing and decreasing inflammation. There's a few other foods too. So like I mentioned earlier, omega-3 is pretty great at decreasing inflammation as long as it's kept properly. So fish oils is not great because you've extracted the oil from the fish and now it's more susceptible to oxidation, and just sitting in that bottle for a really long time, it might have been in the heat or whatnot. So by the time you get fish oil, it's usually kind of oxidized and it defeats the purpose. Not all fish oils are like this, but a lot are. So I don't like fish oil for this, but you can get a lot of good omega-3s from your food. So grass-fed meats, grass-fed animal foods are always going to have a little bit more omega-3 in them. You do want to get your omega-3s from animals, not plants, because of the form. So it's EPA and DHA in animal foods, and it's ALA in the plant foods. So we can actually use it. The plant form of omega-3 we have to convert, and we lose a lot of it. So it's just more efficient to get the animal. So lots of like fatty fish, seafood is great, really high in omega-3. And grass-fed animal foods. So that's going to be really great for decreasing inflammation. So yeah, this is a shorter one. That's kind of it. So if you have inflammation in the gut, it's pretty much leaky gut and pro-inflammatory foods like seed oils. So heal and seal your gut, avoid seed oils, and eat some of those nice, good anti-inflammatory foods like collagen-rich foods, and then those omega-3 rich grass-fed animal foods and fish, and you're good to go. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. I mentioned at the beginning of the video I have some space open in my program right now, so if you are interested in healing your gut issues, if you have bloating, constipation, diarrhea, gas, abdominal pain, acid reflux, anything like that, and you really want to understand what's happening in your body, what are your root causes? You know, everyone can vary a little bit here, so understanding why you're getting this, you want to understand how to fix it, and you want to be given a roadmap, but not just a generic one, something that's been personalized to you, that works with your diet, works with your lifestyle, your preferences, so that you can heal, and not just heal, but like retain this progress for the long run, and really develop habits that work for you in maintaining a healthy gut, being able to nourish your body day after day into the long run. If you want to do that and you want to learn more about it, I'd love to talk to you more about that. So if you'd like to, I have a link down below where you can book a call with me and you can tell me more about what's going on, what your goals are. I can share more about what I offer with my program, and you can decide if it's something that you want to be a part of. So yeah, I hope to talk to you there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, like it, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see more of. Share it with a friend, anything like that. I appreciate a lot, and thanks for watching.